All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the first annual Mon Valley Independent Summer Basketball League Draft. I'm sports editor Jeremy Salou. I'm here with 6 bright coaches, mostly bright. We'll see after tonight. And I'd like to welcome everybody to the first inception of what Coach Kevin Kovac called the Premier Summer Basketball League going on here in 2020. What we'll do is each coach will come up, announce their picks. I will introduce what pick it is, what round, what pick overall it is. The coach will give their picks, and that's it. You're on a team. The games will be played Tuesdays and Thursdays at Marks' Courttime Sports Center at 7, 8, and 9 o'clock. We're expecting big crowds. We've got a lot of talent in the draft. And, with that being said, B Graphics head coach Tim Tyree, you are officially on the clock.
With the first pick in the draft, I would like to select Rodney Gallagher III, guard out of Laurel Highlands.
Wow, what a shock!
You said what's up? We're clapping for him, man. That's a good pick, guys.
Solid, man.
All right, next up with the second overall pick in the draft is new sponsor Elite Physical Therapy, head coach Veda Epps.
Second pick for tonight's draft is my son, Bryce Epps, sophomore out of South Alabama.
All right, next up with the third overall pick, League Commissioner Dana Zacek with the Farmers Insurance Team.
With the third pick in the draft, we'll take Omar Faulkner from South Allegheny, 6'6" senior.
All right, with the fourth overall pick in the first round of the MVISBL draft, new sponsor Howard Hanna and new coach Matt Loftus from Elizabeth Ford.
With the fourth pick, we're going to go with Mekhi Valentine, sophomore, Steel Valley.
All right, ready? With the fifth pick in the first round of the draft is last year's runner-up, Campy's Pizza.
I'd say Dunning too.
Head coach Naz Victoria.
I'd say Dunning too, but everyone else might not know who you're talking about.
With the fifth pick in the draft, we're going to take Traveris Rowe from McKee Sports.
Last year for me, started as a true freshman, and he was in the neighborhood of I think 10 and 6 a game. Continued to grow, continued to get better. Certainly a Division I basketball player, without question. Plays on an AAU team with 3 other guys that already got picked. So that tells you how good they are. We expect big things out of Dunny. The surprising thing, and I think Naz is going to notice this, is even though he's young, his basketball IQ is through the roof. So, like we like hearts, heads, and then talent in McKee Sport, and he got all 3. So you'll be hearing his name quite a bit this summer and the next 3 years for sure.
All right, next up with the 6th pick, taking over last year's defending champion Union Cleaners, is McKee Sport head coach Kevin Kovac.
Well, with the 6th pick this year, I'll be taking my son, Colton Kovac, 6'5" forward. Unless someone wants to trade. He knew that was coming, so he won't be surprised. You can air that, that's okay.
Depends if you cut the grass.
He does that, I'll give him that.
All right, that's it for the first round. That was a quick round. I think everybody did their research and knew what they were picking.
I ain't saying nothing. Unless I give him.
We're going to start the second round. B Graphics head coach Tim Tyree is officially on the clock again.
With our second pick and the first pick in the second round, we're going to take guard Braden Reynolds out of Shore Valley. When you talk about guards with Rodney and Braden, they'll probably be 2 of the top guards in the Whitfield next year. I think he averaged close to 20 points last year. And I think he'll have a big year for us over here at these graphics. So I'm happy to have him. That's going to be a great backcourt with Gallagher and Reynolds.
Yes. All right, with the 8th overall pick and the second pick of the second round, Elite Physical Therapies, Veda Epps.
First pick in the second round, taking a sleeper, 6'2", guard /forward out of Kiski School. His name is Rob Kane.
Oh,
Look up for that guy. Ain't no sleeper for me, I got his name.
Very aggressive.
Yeah.
The hot shoes off the roof. He's definitely going to be a Fab 5 player when it's said and done. I'm looking for him and my son to play together.
Good pick, coach.
Yeah, see, I'm freshman. Oh, I didn't know that. I had him.
Beat up on these 8th graders.
All right, with the third pick, 9th overall, Farmers Insurance, head coach Dana Zacek.
We're going to pick a senior from McKeesport, 6'2", Robert Robinson.
Tell you all about Rob.
Yes.
Rob is like, Coach Bay can tell you too, Rob's like my third son.
Yes.
I coached him since 7th grade. Lefty, his nickname's the Bully, and you'll see why, because when he comes to the lane, defenders tend to fall over like bowling pins. Got some Division II interest from quite a few PSAC schools, nothing official yet. Tremendous worker, great kid, lefty, could shoot, could do a little everything, and his defense has improved vastly from the beginning of last year till now. So you can put Rob on, a top guard and he could stay with him. And Rob also, for me, boxes out some of the big guys when I need him to. So tremendous player, tremendous pick. I was hoping it'd slip, but
I was hoping too.
yeah. They wouldn't have got past it.
All right, with the 10th overall pick and the 4th pick in the 2nd round, here comes head coach Matt Loftus from Howard Hannah.
With the 4th pick in the 2nd round, we're going to take Isaiah Mosley out of Montour. We really like his size. We use a little bit on our team. A lot of guards coming back, so add a little bit of size in our group.
You got
Bunch of guards.
He plays for Song.
All right, next up in the 2nd round, the 11th pick overall, coming to the podium, kind of here is Naz Victoria, who still has nightmares about Noah Pierce draining threes.
You're awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, with the 5th pick in the 2nd round, Campy's Pizza selects Brandon Patterson out of Washington. 6'4", all-section player. He could be a slasher for us. I think he's going to fit in real nice with our style.
All right, next up for the final pick of the 2nd round, Union Cleaners head coach Kevin Kovach.
With our 2nd round pick, I'm going to take a kid who I'm surprised slipped to me. He's on my AAU team, Nate English from Elbert Gallatin. Nate's 5'10", tremendous driver, very crafty around the hoop, great shooter, great defender. All-around great kid. Very happy to have him run the show for us this year with the other kid we have from TJ. So Nate English. Also played him twice a year for 2 years at Elbert Gallatin, so got to know his game and his dad quite a bit. And we don't want to play him anymore during the season, and that's not a bad thing for us.
Moving quickly here, at the beginning of the 3rd round, the 13th overall pick goes to B Graphics.
With our first selection in the 3rd round, we're going to take Quentin Martin out of Bell Vernon. Great young athlete, one of the top young athletes in the area. Obviously a Menneson kid, a Menneson connection. Anytime I see that, the type of kid you want to get, had a chance to play football with his father in high school, one of the best football players I've ever had a chance to play with. Natural athlete, really going to be the future, so excited to have him.
Next up with the 2nd pick in the 3rd round, Elite Physical Therapy, FedEx.
3rd pick, 3rd round, taking 6'4", another SA guy, 8 slots. Right, another sleeper. He's in this summer league. Came off the bench for us last year. Provided a lot of energy, a lot of physical presence there, and it's going to be reckoned with. Slots.
You ready? I'm ready. All right, the 15th overall selection of the 2020 draft goes to Farmers Insurance and Coach Dana Zacek.
With the 3rd pick in the 3rd round, the 3rd pick in the 3rd round, Farmers selects Tayshawn Levy, Jr. from Wash High.
Tayshawn Levy, going to be a junior at Wash High. Typical Wash High player, tough, knows how to play the pressure defense. He's improving his offensive game. It's going to be one of their leaders next year. Tell you what, you take my pick again, you're going to be the first coach in his league to be assassinated.
Next up in the third round, Howard Hanna with the 16th overall pick.
With the fourth pick in the third round, we're going to take Keandre DeShields, sophomore at Laurel Highlands. We had a chance to play him last year as a freshman. Really good guard, athletic, can really shoot the three ball, so I think he'll be a nice addition to our team.
All right, with the 17th overall pick, Campy's Pizza and assistant coach Billy Greco.
With the fifth pick in the third round, the 17th overall pick, we will take an incoming freshman, Eli Teslovich. He'll be a freshman at Shady Side Academy in the fall. Yeah, we had our eye on Eli. He's high basketball IQ. He's played a lot of basketball. We're going to groom him to be the point guard for us for the next couple of years. So we think it's a good pick based on what we need going into the third round.
Number 18 overall, head coach Ken Phillips.
With our pick here in the third round, we're going to take really our first true big man, maybe the only big man we have on our team, Aiden Tweeter from Brownsville, 6'6", 245, big dog in the middle.
Good pick. So Aiden Teeter, he's a 6'6" kid. He's a big kid, but he's athletic for his size, and he can get up and play. He can really bring something to this team.
And he plays hard. He stays on the boards too.
He would be the best person. He might be trying.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, kicking off the fourth round, B Graphics with the 19th overall pick.
With the first pick in the fourth round, I'm going to take, which now one of my former players, he'll be at Bishop Canada this year, Trey Champagne, championship pedigree, tough kid, bouncy, 3 and D's, going to play D, can hit shots, athletic, like he's going to bring to the board. So I know Gino and them are going to love him over there at Bishop Canada, great kid. So I think it'll bring a lot to us.
He's going to be a junior.
Yes.
Junior?
Yes.
Thank you.
His brother's good too. He'll be a sophomore.
Next up, with the, I don't know what pick we're on here. With the 20th overall pick, the second pick of the fourth round is Elite Physical Therapy.
Fourth pick, fourth round, I'm going to go with Shea Champagne. I was told he's a bouncy kid, handle the ball, good ball defender, should work well with the young guys we have and try to build something for the future.
And he's a sophomore, correct?
Correct.
The Champagnes go back to back.
All right, with the 21st overall pick and the third pick of the fourth round is Farmers Insurance. It's their final pick. The roster will be full after Coach Zacek makes a selection.
They won a championship.
For Farmers' final pick in the draft this year, we're going to select a 6'2", senior from Laurel Highlands, Caleb Palumbo.
Great.
All crossed out. Great shooter, really good shooter. We played against him twice, tough kid.
You can afford to take all those seniors too, because you had all underclassmen coming back. That's a great pick. So.
All right, next up with the 22nd overall pick, Coach Loftus and Howard Hanna.
With the fourth pick in the fourth round, we're going to take senior from East Allegheny, Cameron Rodney.
Good pick right there, man.
On my AAU team.
Literally.
Get us again, man.
Literally just said it, man.
Get us again, man.
Cam's tough, built well, put together. Jump shot's coming along, really good slasher, not afraid to mix it up inside with the big guys, and really got a lot of upside to him. I mean, he's really untapped, and I think that he's growing into it. playing really well for us so far after one tournament anyway. That kind of gets me up. Somebody took me moving for young guys, and I was like, I can't go back and camp like coach.
Right.
Hey, what, like, good enough for the team, but not here.
Just say, hey, I was gonna pick you 2 picks later, man. They snagged you. All right. Next up with the 23rd overall pick, Campy's Pizza and assistant coach Billy Greco. Maybe.
Yeah, hold on, I guess. Okay.
All right, here we go.
23rd pick, 4th round. We are going to take Nico Pugliano, 6'4",
Back-to-back
forward
EA.
from East Allegheny.
Yes, sir.
Nico really impressed us in the tryouts. Goes to the boards really hard, and scraps, doesn't back down. I think he's going to make a nice addition to our squad.
I can talk about him too, actually. I coached Nico for maybe 4 or 5 years when he was at White Oak and rec ball, and yeah, turned into a great scorer. Not only a great shooter, but like crafty around the hoop, kind of old school game. He's able to release from different angles, has a couple nice post and counters off of it. Not the biggest kid in the world, but somehow he gets in there and able to get shots off. And I think he was maybe 13 or 14 a game last year. I'm pretty sure he led EA in scoring, if I'm not mistaken. Ready?
Good. Yeah. With the final pick of the 4th round, number 24 overall, Coach Kovac and Union Cleaners.
I'm going to max out with my McKee Sport picks here, taking one of the sophomores. We have a great sophomore class that Dunny is in, a couple other guys. Shane Mcgraw. Shane's about 5'10". He's built like a fire plug, and he will knock the crap out of you on a football field, on a basketball court. And if all things work out this summer, we actually have plans for him to help us, not only at the JV level, but at the varsity level this year. I've known Shane for many years, coached him for many, tough kid, good family. And I think he'll fit nice. I can put him down in the post, even though he's 5'10". He got a little girth to him. And running backs and wide receivers in 4A this year are going to wish that he did, because look for him there first, and then come see him in the winter for the Tigers on the hard court. Which
They pull up the thing. Okay.
Tim, you got 20 seconds.
Okay.
He is time if he.
I can't find it. All right, no, you can't. You guys still can't.
Dad's team's got it.
All right, time's up.
We're coming.
All right. Only 13 more picks to go. We're in the 5th round. The 25th overall pick goes to B Graphics.
I'm going to take a kid I'm familiar with. I worked with the last couple of years on some middle school A teams that I played for, Ty Winoski. He's not decided on a high school yet. He was going to come in attention, but Central, North Allegheny, North Catholic. So I think he's going to be a player for us.
Hey Tim, is his dad Dave? I want to keep us.
I want to. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Century Park.
Yeah.
North Allegheny?
I don't know if he's going to
I
go
think
there.
that Dan thinks he's going there. I mean, maybe he just hopes he's going there.
They got listen.
We know where he's going.
That's all right. Because Dan was talking about him yesterday. So he's hoping, maybe fingers crossed.
Hey,
So we're going to be reunited.
you know, he got the opportunity.
Yeah. They're able to have the means, just still be
Hey, 14 grand a year, man. He getting up there, man. They gonna be good. Woo!
and whatever he wants too.
Listen,
He went from,
listen.
struggling for basketballs to being like, here's the checkbook, whatever you want, order it.
I was hurt when they said no.
His dad was a good Hoover.
Yeah, raised good people, good family. Carrie, his mother.
Where they living at now?
Well, they were in Peters. They sold their house in Peters and they bought a townhouse up in McCandless, but I think that lease is up, so he's a free agent.
That dude's living on it.
Listen, I mean, I thought it was done, you know, we had something good.
All right, with the 26th overall pick, Coach Beta Epps with Elite Physical Therapy.
Yeah, 5. 5th round pick for us. We'll take a senior out of GCC, Aiden Manetti, 6'5".
All right, next up with the 27th overall pick and the final pick for Howard Hanna, Coach Matt Loftus.
With the 3rd pick in the 5th round, we're going to take a freshman coming to Elizabeth forward, Vernon Settles. Watched him play AU, got to know him a little bit last year, really good athlete. Think he's going to be a very good player in our program for years to come, so excited to get him.
I can talk about him too. I coached back many years ago. I coached, I think it was a 2nd grade team, and Vernon Settles was like 4 years old, and he was by far the best player in the 2nd grade team. It was either 1st or he wasn't even in school yet. That was either 1st or 2nd grade, and we actually had to move him from one side of the defense to the other. Poor kids are coming up the court, he would steal it like 5 or 6 times in a row. So instead of the kid trying to dribble his left hand, I had to move Vernon to the left side of the defense and just, I won't say let him dribble past you, but so he's going to be a very special player. Of course, Charlie Batch's nephew, Dad was a player. Dad can still play. Played against him several years ago at the coach's game. Big things coming up, I expect from Vern, and EF got a lot of good young players. So Vern's leading the cast, I would say. Got great basketball body. Get a couple rings.
With the 4th pick of the 5th round, Campy's Pizza, Bill Greco.
With our selection in this round, we're going to go back to those Monessen roots you talked about. Division Avenue, we're going to pick Alonzo Wade, freshman to be at Bell Vernon area.
It's a good pick, Larry's a good pick.
Slasher type, he probably still hasn't developed into the player he's going to be right now. He can play in 2 or 3 different positions. So
Left-handed, so
left-handed, slasher.
So,
All right.
Yep, ready? The final pick of the 5th round, 29th overall, goes to Union Cleaners, and it's their final pick.
This will be our 10th player. So I'm picking in the 5th round here. I was there for 2 to 3 days, and certain things stand out to me when I walk on a basketball court. It isn't size, it isn't height, it isn't who's dunking, it's who's eating wood, who's taking charges, who's tipping balls from behind. So I love this kid immediately. I'm going to take Ruben Miller from Beth Center, little dynamo. Everyone's like, who's that? Well, he'll be the kid that everyone's calling Mighty Mouse at the end of this. Other kids are bigger, other kids have more talent, but in the heart department, I didn't see anyone beating him. And, you know, he got guts, and guts is enough.
Ruben's one of my guys. We played him out of position last year as a sophomore. He started as a point guard. He's more of an off guard. He's an extremely good on-ball defender. And like Coach Kovac said, he will leave nothing on the court. I mean, he's a warrior. He's a kid that does not back down. And you'll see when he plays. He'll be in there battling for rebounds, taking charges. And he led our team in charges. In fact, I owe him 2 dinners. Because after you get your 10th charge, you get a dinner. So I owe him 2. So he's probably going to see this and remind me of that when he sees it. So yeah, Ruben Miller, good pick.
On to the 6th round, there'll be 3 picks in each of the next 2 rounds. First one goes to B Graphics. Going to continue retooling that roster.
with the first pick in the 6th round, I'm going to take freshman guard, North Allegheny, Anthony Ciotti. A little bit to my North Hills connection. Been with this kid for a while. He's been in my AAU program for 3 to 4 years. Really going to be a tough guard, shot maker, plays with a lot of heart, plays at a fast pace, so really going to be good for us. Young guard out of North Allegheny.
All right, with the 31st overall pick, Elite Physical Therapy, Coach Veda Epps.
Next pick for this round, taking sophomore guard out of University of West Virginia, Jaden.
With the 32nd pick and the last pick of the 6th round is Campy's Pizza.
With our pick, we're going to take Cameron German, sophomore forward from Pittsburgh Central Catholic. He's another one that really impressed us first night of the tryouts. Went to the boards really well. And, we're going to compete.
Yeah.
All right, first pick of the 7th round goes to B Graphics, number 33 overall.
Senior? Junior. You want to take junior forward Sean McSwiggan out of Thomas Jefferson. Our scouting department gave us great information on that. So we're liking what we're here. Want to have him part of the team.
All right, next up with number 34 overall, Elite Physical Therapy and Veda Epps.
This pick, second round pick, we'll take Mcgraw Scott out of West Mifflin. Fast heavy guard, nice shooter.
All right.
Let's see if he does it. All right, you ready? For the final pick for Campy's Pizza, the 35th overall pick of the draft.
With Campy's final pick, we're going to take Caden Holzman, sophomore, McKeesport. Caden's a great athlete. We're going to build for the future with him. You tell him a little bit.
Yeah. Caden's, I played with his dad. His dad's our superintendent, Mark. Mark was a better basketball player at this point in his life, in his career, but the athleticism of Caden's, he's 5'10". I mean, he's probably got one of the top 4 or 5 vertical leaps in his league. Tough competitor, smart, heady, a little raw right now, but he'll come around. Tremendous football player, tremendous baseball player, all-around athlete. So I expect you'll see him really grow in the next 3 years. All right, with their final pick, the first pick of the 8th round, B Graphics, Coach Tim Tyree.
I'm going to take Charlie Needley out of Elizabeth Ford. Speaking with his coach here, Matt Loftus, says he has a lot of upside. Needs some size in there. We're going to have some young guys on their back end, so happy to have him.
All right, last one. Okay. Final pick, the 37th overall. Elite Physical Therapy head coach Veda Epps.
Last pick in this round, we're going to take a freshman guard, Isaiah Turner, out of Elizabeth. He's going to be in that freshman class, do some big things for the forwards. We're looking forward to the next few years.
Okay, good.
All right.
Let's see. It's all paper right now.
Here are the team rosters.
Nobody from the game.
All right, that'll do it for the inaugural Mon Valley Independent Summer Basketball League draft. But just because you were not drafted does not mean you will not be on a team. What is it, after week 3? There is a supplemental draft in case players don't show. Game 3. Yeah, if there's players that don't show up, these coaches can go to the supplemental draft, which there's a pretty nice pool of players here that were not picked. So don't get down. Keep playing hard. But other than that, I think we got a very competitive league, very balanced league. Got some exciting coaches, exciting players, and we're looking forward to it on June 30th. We'll see you there.